Hello, Leafs fans. We have important updates about Mitch Marner that are shaking up the NHL and about Nick Robertson. Is the Leafs management willing to let go of this young talent? Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Your subscription is crucial to strengthen our Leafs community. So let's get straight to the point, because what's coming to light is nothing short of explosive. The Mitch Marner situation is heating up, folks. Chris Johnston, the master of NHL revelations, is lifting the curtain on Marner's possible future. And the word out there is not very encouraging for the Leafs. It seems the chances of Marner signing a renewal aren't very high, which leads us to wonder, is he packing his bags to leave as a free agent? Let's face it, guys. If Marner reaches next summer without a renewal, it could mean a painful goodbye for us, Leafs Nation. Just imagine, one of the brightest talents in the NHL leaving our team without anything in return. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? What strategy is this, Leafs management? Is it a risk we can really afford to take? And here's a shot on goal for reflection. Will the Leafs approach Marner the same way they did with Nylander? Remember that whole saga with Nylander? It seems the Leafs like a good dose of suspense, right? But will this strategy backfire? Or will we have an impressive twist at the last minute? Our season is just starting, folks, and this story is far from the final whistle. Now, the big question is, how many goals will Marner score this season? He's clearly betting big on his own talent, risking everything to secure a generous reward at the end of the road. Will he excel and become the king of assists? Or will he end up missing the mark? It seems the negotiations are stuck, and I have to say, this worries me a lot. Let's be honest, losing Marner would be a tremendous blow to the Leafs. We're talking about a key player for the team, a guy synonymous with talent and dedication on the ice. His chemistry with Auston Matthews is simply sensational, and losing that kind of connection could significantly impact the team's performance. Now, I understand that contract negotiations are complicated, with many nuances involved. But are the Leafs really willing to risk letting Marner go without ensuring some return? It would be an extremely risky decision, and the fans certainly wouldn't see it in a good light. Moreover, looking at the William Nylander case, I wonder if the Leafs have learned the necessary lessons. Are they willing to repeat the same mistakes? Or do they have some tricks up their sleeves to resolve this situation more efficiently and satisfactorily? But let's look ahead, folks. What do you think the Leafs should do to keep Mitch Marner? What would be the impact of his departure on the team's future? I'm curious to know your opinions, so don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Guys, know that this isn't the end of the world, but it's undoubtedly a critical moment for the team. We, as fans, need to keep following closely and supporting the team, regardless of the outcome of this saga. Let's show our love for the Leafs and hope that things get resolved in the best possible way. My friends, my fellow Leafs fans, this is the time to speak out. Let me hear your voices echoing in this virtual arena. Do you think Marner will stay or leave? What strategies should the Leafs adopt? Let's turn this discussion into a real power play for the Leafs community. And that's not all. Friends, it seems there's real smoke in the rumors that another Leaf star is being courted by the Vegas Golden Knights. Look, I don't like this story at all. After all, are we about to lose another promising talent? And what's going on with our team's management? The current focus is on the young forward Nick Robertson. At just 22 years old, the guy has already shown incredible skills, but it seems the Leafs management is willing to let him go. This is heartbreaking for any fan, and it's not just any rumor. We're talking about Pat Brisson, Robertson's agent, who also has ties with the Vegas Golden Knights. Coincidence? I think not. And look, we can't overlook the potential of this guy. He might be exactly what Vegas is looking for, and that's worrying for us, Leafs fans. With his scoring history and puck handling skills, he could really shine in Vegas. I'm starting to believe that the Golden Knights are becoming a sort of paradise for our potential stars. But shouldn't we be focused on keeping these talents at home? Speaking of talent, what do you think of Robertson's potential? He has all the traits to be a valuable addition to any team, but personally, I would love to see him thrive here in Toronto. He has skill, energy, and youth. Everything we need to lead the Leafs to Stanley Cup glory in the future. Come on, the idea of sending a promising talent like Robertson to another team just doesn't sit right with me. We're talking about a guy with special skills, a history of outstanding performances, and a bright future ahead. Why on earth would the Leafs be willing to let this go? I know hockey is a complicated business and sometimes things need to be done for the team's sake, but is this really the best move for the Leafs? Mitch Marner was a name already floating around in trade rumors, and now Nick Robertson? I'm starting to feel uneasy about all this. Pat Brisson, Robertson's agent, also has ties with the Vegas Golden Knights, and this raises some serious questions. Is it just a coincidence? Or is there something more going on behind the scenes? And more importantly, is the Leafs management really making the decisions that will put the team on the right path to the glorious Stanley Cup? Sure, Robertson's potential in Vegas is something to consider. He has the skills, youth, and energy to stand out in any team. But what about the Leafs? Don't we need players like him to build a winning team here in Toronto? So, Leafs Nation, what do you think about all this? Is it time to make some noise and ask the management to keep our young talents close? I believe so. Let's make our voices heard. Share your opinions in the comments, and let's show our power as one of the best fan bases in the NHL. Hey, Leafs fans. The news about Mitch Marner is worrying, isn't it? The possibility of losing him is heart-wrenching for any Leafs fan. And about Nick Robertson, the idea of losing him to the Vegas Golden Knights is frustrating. He has a brilliant potential and would be a valuable addition to the Leafs. It's time to make some noise and show the management that we want to keep our young talents close. Share your opinions in the comments, and together we'll make our voices heard.